This is the follow-up video to show how we can take legacy JSON styling from the Google Maps platform and use that JSON file in the new Maps platform, even though there isn't a JSON import functionality. So today we're going to look at how we can take a map from Snazzy Maps, in particular this roadie example, where it's just a white background and black roads, and how we can get that into the new Google Maps platform, even without a JSON import functionality. We're going to have to use a spreadsheet. It's not polished. It wasn't intended to be shared, but somebody's asked if I can go through the process. So here you are, and the spreadsheet will be available on GitHub. So let's have a look at that spreadsheet. The first tab is just a mapping. So Google changed all of the names or most of the names from the legacy platform where things were called something like POI.attraction. That element name does not exist in the new Google Maps platform. The closest one seems to be POI.entertainment. A couple of things to call out on this sheet. It is possible that we can map one element from the legacy JSON file into multiple elements in the new Maps platform. For example, the legacy Maps platform had POI.business. That doesn't exist in the new platform. Instead, there seem to be two elements which would probably be similar, POI.retail and POI.services. So what happens here is any styling from the legacy JSON that applies to POI.business, it's actually going to be used twice in the new Maps platform. It's going to be used for POI retail and for services. If you disagree with the mapping, you can change this, but I would suspect most people will not need to edit this tab and can just leave the mapping as it is. There is one I've colored red. In the new Maps platform, there is a level 0 element called transportation. Nothing similar exists in the legacy Maps platform. The closest would be road and transit, which I've mapped as best as I see. It seems to work. So again, I think most people can leave this alone. So the next stage is to go into the input legacy JSON input tab. This is messy. I haven't polished it. So use it, don't use it, your choice. So the first thing we need to do is get the JSON styling from somewhere. And today we're going to get that from Snazzy Maps and this roadie example. So we've clicked into the roadie styling, very plain white background and black roads. On the left here, we've got the JSON style, which we're going to grab the whole lot, including the square brackets to open and close the JSON. So I've copied that to clipboard with Control and C, and we're going to go to the spreadsheet. This is available on GitHub. There'll be a link under the video. We need to go to cell B3, and we need to get into edit mode of that. So easiest way is double click, or you can use F2 if you're on Windows. And we use Control A to select everything. We'll delete that, and then we'll press Control V to paste that in and enter to accept. So you can see this is our roadie styling. We've got labels are off, geometry is off, road is on and is pure black. There's a formula in cell B4, and that's reformatting what we've just pasted into B3. Basically puts one element on each row and removes all the spaces. Next, we need to copy this, right click, press copy or Control C, and then we need to get that into cell B5. Again, we need to go to edit mode, select all of that, delete it. No, sorry, I'm slightly wrong there. We need to copy this to the clipboard. We need to paste it in here as values. So just right click, paste as values, and that gets it into there. And now we have the formatted plain text in a single cell. Now we need to go to edit mode. So double click, Control A to select it, Control C to copy it. And then we're going to go to the next column. So column C, and we're going to click cell C2, and we're going to paste that in there. So right click and paste or Control V. That has now pasted the JSON file from cell B5, where it's all in one cell as plain text, and that's spread it across so that there's one line on each cell. That's all we need to do on this tab, unless you pick up an old version of this sheet and there's more data here, we would need to delete that so that we're only using the styling from the new style. So that's all done. There's some construction stuff on the right, just leave it alone. Then we can go to the output tab. Again, first 6 columns are all construction and result in an output here, which we can then filter this. And so this is all formula driven. There's no need to copy and paste anything else at this stage. We're going to remove the blanks and press OK. And this is the JSON style that we're going to need to apply. We're going to put that into Notepad so that we've got it. And then we need to get this into Google Maps. So let's go to Google Maps. We are going to create a style. Save, and it will ask for a name. We'll call it Roadie. And so that we know where it came from, we'll just copy this URL and put that in the description and save that. Now I need to customize that. We need to make one edit and save it so that we can capture the request that Chrome is sending to Google Maps, because we're going to modify that and send it again using Postman. What we've done there, we've clicked into point of interest, emergency fire, and we've changed the icon color to red. It really doesn't matter, just make one change. Now I need to go to inspect. We need to go to the network tab. We need to go in the filter, and that needs to be maps_maps. You'll see nothing in the traffic at the moment. I'm going to click save, and that's going to create 2 items on the right here. We want the first one of those. We're going to right click on it, copy, and copy as curl command. Now we've got that in our clipboard. We're going to go to Postman. This is free, so sign up. I'm going to click new, and we want a new HTTP request. I'm going to paste in with Control V what we just grabbed from Chrome and press enter. It's going to send an error. It doesn't matter at this stage because we want to edit it anyway. So we need to just click off that, and we're going to modify the body. What we're looking for here is the JSON, which start at the bottom. It's usually right down the bottom. And we need to find where that is. So rules is close to the end of, or yeah, close to the start of the JSON. So look for rules. We're going to keep that square bracket. That's technically part of the JSON, but if we keep that, it's a good marker. And we need to find the end, which preview options, and we need to keep that square bracket just before preview options. So this was the one line that we submitted. It was poi.emergency.fire, and we changed that icon color to pure red, FF0000. We need to go to Notepad and grab this slightly modified JSON file we created in the spreadsheet, delete what's there today, and put that. We've still got all of the stuff above that, all the stuff below it. It doesn't matter about spacing, and we can send that now. Send. We can see that's been successful. It knows the name of our map, and it's got all the styling we've just applied. So if we go look in Google Maps, hasn't updated yet, we need to click publish. So in the background, our style's been submitted. We click publish, still doesn't show up, but if we go to map styles, we can see that that now has our Roadie style. You can see it doesn't look quite right, so let's just have a look at that. So we click to customize and we go in. We haven't got the white background, so the conversion has not been perfect, but it's pretty close. We're going to change that background. We're going to say visibility is on, and we're going to change that to pure white. And that's fixed all that up. Let's just have a look at Manhattan. There we go. So we just need to save that and publish it again. That is how we can take a legacy JSON styling from somewhere like Snazzy Maps, and we can get it into the Google Maps platform, even though there's no JSON import functionality. Thank you.